Today, boys and girls, we're going to take a few minutes and draw on the pieces of paper in front of you something or someone you are grateful for. Taking the time for gratitude is so important for our peace of mind and our happiness. And it's a great way to remind ourselves how lucky we are for what we have and who we have in our lives. Afterwards, we're going to share what we've drawn with the rest of the class. Let's begin. Wonderful, class. Now, who would like to come up first and share what you're grateful for?
Me.
Yes, Sarah, come on up.
I'm thankful for trees because they give me oxygen.
That's wonderful, Sarah. Thank you so much. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Jason, come on up.
I drew my parents because without them I wouldn't even be here. And also they help me with my homework, and I love them. Chocolate. I'm grateful for chocolate.
Okay, Rebecca. Thank you. Simon, why don't you come up and share with the class what you're grateful for? Come on up, Simon. I'll be right up here with you. What are you grateful for, Simon? How would you like to play a game with your classmates to see who can guess whose hand you drew? Would you like that? All right, class. Can anyone guess whose hand Simon drew?
I think it's the hand of a policeman because they protect us and keep us safe. I think it's Simon's hand because he's grateful to have a hand. Is it the hand of God? No. It's your hand, Miss Sanders.
The morning, magic morning. So we had already read the task that was supposed to be done yesterday. Done today, actually, in the morning as soon as we wake up. So now we are going to read it. First, let's say a short prayer. Please close your eyes. With the blessings of God and all the great ones, we thank you for your guidance, your blessing. Thank you for the understanding of why we should be grateful. Thank you for helping us understand how we can attract more abundance, prosperity, more good health. Thank you in full faith. So gently open your eyes. Let's share. So this is day 11, magic morning. So the picture shows generally where we first, we use a lot of things that are there in our bathrooms, in our rooms. So that's the picture. Let's read. Day 11, magic morning. When you arise in the morning, think of what privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius, Roman Emperor. So one thing, we take for granted or we don't think about is that our ability to think. We're constantly creating thoughts, creating ideas, thinking of ways to solve problems, thinking of ways of doing things, thinking of what we can do for others, make their day special, thinking of how to celebrate, how we can teach someone something. All this is going on in our head. If we didn't have this ability to think, how would we be? So we would be maybe something like a plant. Animals also, to a certain extent, have the ability of thinking, but they are generally driven by their desires, their day-to-day desires, that is the food, the water, and this one to survive, desire to survive. So that's their basic thinking periphery. But for us, we think about everything that is possible. We have people thinking about the stars, the universe. We have people thinking about the communications. We have people thinking about the transportation. We have people thinking about how to make life more easier at home. People making washing machines and dishwashers and all that. So this ability to think is actually a gift. And as soon as we get up, we start thinking, okay, what are we going to cook today? What are we going to wear today? Where are we going to go first? What time we have to reach for the meeting? What things do we need to bring home on the way? So we are constantly thinking, and this ability to think give us something that is not we can't do without it. The easiest and simplest way to ensure that your day ahead will be filled with magic is to fill your morning with gratitude. When you incorporate gratitude in your morning routine, you will feel and see its magical benefits throughout the day. So already we have two practices, one which we do every day. First is 10 blessings that we need to write in the morning. And in the night, when you hold the magic rock and you start thinking about all the good things that we have. Now, this makes sure that when we go to sleep, we are actually grateful. And when we get up in the morning, the first thing that we think about is the blessings that we have in our life. When we do this, you will see automatically your sleep starts to get better. You will be less anxious, less worried because your focus shifts from what is not happening or going right in your life to what is going right or happening in your life. Okay. Each morning is full of opportunities to give thanks, and it doesn't slow you down or take any extra time because you can do it naturally as you go about everything you can do. There is an added bonus to filling your morning with gratitude because your daily routines are the times when you can harm yourself the most by thinking negative thoughts without realizing you're doing it. So, for example, if we have some work coming up, there is maybe a dinner get together at home. We have probably there is a deadline in the office, and what generally do is that few days before you start thinking about it, and probably even worrying that will it go well, and how will it go, and how will I manage this, or how will this be done. We start thinking about it. Now, instead of being happy and enjoying that activity, we start worrying. And now this work is not a joy. The gathering is not a joy. It starts to become a burden. So, when we do this magic morning practice, our focus shifts from what has happened, what is going right, and what are the things you have accomplished. If, for example, you've already finished 80% of your work that needs to be completed for the deadline. So, feel grateful for that. You have all organized the food, you have organized the house help, you've organized the maybe if you were buying a new crockery, all that you have organized. So, a part of the work is done for the gathering. So, when you start focusing on that, you will feel more happier and confident through the day. Okay. So, after this practice, you will go into your day feeling much happier and more confident than that the day ahead will be great. That's when you will see the magic happen right before your eyes. When you wake up to the new day today, before you move, before you do a single thing, say the magic words thank you. Say thank you for the fact that you are alive and that you've been given another day of life. Your life is a gift. Every day is a gift. When you really think about it, it is inconceivable that any of us should wake up in the morning without giving thanks for another day. Now, this also becomes a uh, you know, uh, one way of feeling gratitude that there are people who actually know that they are going to die. Maybe they have some chronic illness and, the doctor has given them only so much time, or they already have something for quite some time and they know that the body is deteriorating in health and they are nearing their death. So, and for us, when the body is all okay and healthy, we again take it for granted and we are not even thankful for having this day to live. Just imagine if we knew that 2 months later, I mean, is 2 months' time is the only time, only as much time that we have. How would we live? For us, each day, each morning, each hour becomes very, very precious, where you want to do all that you can. So, a lot of times we postpone things or we don't do certain things, or take time out for our family. It's probably because we've taken this time for being we are not we've taken it for granted. If you think a new day isn't a big deal, then try just missing one. It doesn't matter how sleepy you are, or if your alarm has woken you up for work, or you've slept in during the weekend. The moment you wake up, say the magic words, "Thank you for another day of your life." Say thank you for the good night's sleep you've received. Are you fortunate enough to have slept in bed with sheets and pillow? Thank you. As your feet hit the ground, say thank you. Do you have bathroom? Say thank you. Are you able to turn on taps and immediately receive clean water every morning? Thank you. Imagine all those people who dug trenches and laid the pipe across your country, throughout the city, and along your streets to your home so that you can turn the tap and receive beautiful, clean, hot water. Thank you. So a lot of times we don't realize that, how is the water so easily available in our houses. We know that there are houses in the villages where forget water for drinking, water for probably daily chores are not very easily available. They have to stand in queue just to get water. And we are so lucky to have this in our house as and when we want. Also, people bathroom. In fact, if you know, there was a movie called Toilet, right? Where actually they were talking about houses, or maybe the entire village having only a few toilets, and they would have to go somewhere else. So this is something that we can like really be grateful for, because if we lived in that village or that house, we would also not have that facility. As you reach for your toothbrush and toothpaste, thank you. Without them, your day would not begin so pleasantly. Thank you for another day of your life. Thank you for the towels, the soap, the mirror, and everything in the bathroom you use that makes you feel fresh, awake, and ready for the day. As you get dressed, think about how fortunate you are to have clothes to choose from and wear. Thank you. Think about how many people must have been involved in making all the various items of clothing you put on and wear in one day. It's likely that the clothes you put on in a day comes from many countries across the planet. Thank you to everybody. Do you have shoes? Lucky you. Imagine life without them. Thank you for your shoes. So this is something we don't think about. So if we are wearing a stole, this comes from another place. We wearing a jacket, this comes from another place. If you're wearing pants, it comes from another place. Even the clips that you use, that comes from another place. So we are wearing things that have been produced by a lot of people not living close to you, and it has been transported and has been made available to in your society, in your locality, so you can buy and use it. So thank you to all of these people. I've always been delighted at the prospect of a new day, a fresh try, one more start, and perhaps a bit of magic waiting somewhere behind the morning. J.B. Presley, writer and playwright. Make today as good as it can be by practicing concentrated gratitude and putting the magic in your morning routine. From the moment you open your eyes until you have put your shoes on or finished getting ready, say the magic words thank you in your mind for everything you touch and use. It doesn't matter if you don't shower or get dressed first thing in the morning. You can still use this magic morning practice as a guide and apply it to whatever your morning routine is. If you wake up and eat breakfast first, then as you touch and use each thing for your breakfast, say the magic words thank you. Give thanks for your morning coffee, tea, fruit juice, or breakfast. They make your morning so enjoyable and give you energy for the day. Be grateful for the kitchen appliances you use for your breakfast, the refrigerator, hot plate, oven, toaster, coffee maker, or kettle. There are a lot of other things you might be using. Um, the the mug in which you have coffee. If you take tiffin to your workplace, that tiffin where you can pack your food, the all the food that is available to you on that day, so you do not have to rush here and there to buy vegetables to make your lunch. And of course your house help who's there with you, or people helping you in making your meals. Every day without exception I say thank, as I put one foot on the floor and you as I put other foot touches the floor. So that as my both feet touch the floor for the first time each day, I've said thank you. So each day has brought so many learnings to us. Each day we meet so many people. Each day we've grown or we become better than what we were before. Each day, if you see, we've overcome some difficulty in our life. Each day we've spent more time with our family, or we have the opportunity of spending more time with our family. And each day we experience the wonders of nature, the air that you breathe, the sun, the the whole and universe that allows you to have easy and comfortable life, which we don't even think about most of the time. So then I continue to say thank you in my mind as I touch and use each thing in my bathroom. By the time I'm dressed and ready for the day, I feel so happy I could jump for joy. And when I feel that happy, I know my gratitude has worked and I'm guaranteed to have a magical day. So that's how the gratitude practice should make us feel. When we write the 10 magical practice, how do you all feel? Does it make a difference? Do you actually feel very excited about what is coming in the day because you found a lot of things that you can be grateful from the previous day? So then we know that the gratitude has worked. But if we are the same, yeah, okay, how are you? Okay, I have to get back to work. If we are very mechanical and we do not, have this joy, then it's not really, we've not been as grateful as we can. So there is always a next level of gratitude that we can touch. And when I feel happy, I know my gratitude has worked, and I'm guaranteed to have a magical day. As as I go through my day, I really feel as though I have a magic power with me because one good thing after another happens. And as each good thing happens, I'm even more grateful, which speeds up the magic with more good things happening. You know those days when everything just seems to go right for you. Well, that's what it's like after doing the magic, but multiplied. Okay. So this is the magic morning. Let's now read what is the practice for today. So now the magic morning practice is something that is not going to take time because you can do it as you do all your work. When you get up, you say thank you. You touch your bed, you feel your bed, you say thank you for that. You wear your slippers and you say thank you that it's available to you. You go to the bathroom, use whatever you use, and you say you be grateful that it's available to you. A bathroom is available to you, your personal room is available to you. You go to the kitchen to make tea or to make breakfast or to make tiffin for your family members, and you will be grateful because each and every item that you use is available to us. It costed money, so the money was available to us. Somebody got it for you, so it was available. That means again a reason to be grateful for. So all these things, when you keep thinking only about the things that you're grateful for, what is going to happen is that you are going to experience. And that will this is the joy that will make you feel very excited for the day. And every day will not seem like it's the same day. And also it will not be like a burden or something that you're just, you know, doing it for the sake of getting along. Okay, life will be a joy to live in. So the practice for today, magic practice number 11, the magic morning. When you wake up to the new day, before you do a single thing, say the magic words, thank you. From the moment you open your eyes until you finish getting ready, say the magic words, thank you in your mind for everything you touch and use. Count your blessing, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So, this is what we have to do. We are still here, and you can even start now if you did not, if you forgot, or if you were not able to do this. Even now, as you go about your work, go about your daily chores till you get ready, you can start practicing this. Okay, so let's say a closing prayer, and we can then start doing the 10 blessings if you have not done it, and then practice the magic morning tasks. With the blessings of God and all the great ones, we thank you for all the blessings that have come our way. We thank you for all the blessings that are coming out. We thank you for good health, good relationships, great financial success. Thank you in full faith, so be it. Gently open your eyes. Okay, so see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.